What's up, party people? This is Jude Snowboarder here from Facebook, Jude's Junk Comic Book Shop page and YouTube channel. And with the market dropping as much as it has, I'm noticing people have a lot of slabbed 9.0, 9.2 books that are probably $5 books raw, $4, $3 books raw, plus $6 shipping on eBay or something like that. And they're trying to unload these 9.0, 9.2 books, maybe 80s books, maybe even 70s, 90s books. And the prices they're asking, 30, 40, 50. I get it. They're trying to recover their CGC cost. I get it. I had some really low graded books. But you got to remember, well, maybe you don't got to, but if it's easy to get a 9.2 book on eBay, and pretty much every near mint comic book on eBay, and I'm not talking about major keys, I'm just talking about kind of fillers. You want the run of X-Men and all CGC graded, so you think a 9.0 and 9.2 is, adding to your collection. If you can buy them for $5, I think a 9.0 $5 1980s X-Men is still worth $5. It doesn't matter that there's a CGC case around it. If it's readily and easily available on the open market to get a 9.2, which is not only common, but maybe even on the low side of grades when it comes to CGC, they're probably high watermark is a 9.4 or a 9.6 in terms of the most number of graded copies. But I see people trying to sell their 9.0s and 9.2s, $30, $40, $50, really trying to recover the CGC cost. And it goes to show the fallacy with a book is worth the cost that it costs to put into it. Hey, I got a $5 book, put $30 worth of cost into it, now it's a $35 book. Or you have a $10 book and you put a $10 signature on it, so it's only worth $20, but it came back CGC 9.8 signed. So the cost doesn't determine value. Just because you paid $30 for CGC doesn't mean it's worth it. If you can easily get a 9.2 anywhere on the open market, then I would say a 9.2 graded book is worth the same as a raw book, $5, $6. Now, if you can get more for it, great, go for it. My hat's off to you. But I see a lot of people getting frustrated because they can't unload those books. And this kind of goes behind the value of a book is not in the cost it took to procure it. Well, I got this book when I was young. I put $30 into it, so it's got to be at least worth $30, right? No. And that works vice versa, Hey, I got a book with a signature on it. If someone's still alive, he charges $10 at the I got a guy in front of me doing all sorts of weird stuff. I got a guy that's the signature is only worth $10 because that's what he charges at the conference, so it only increases the value of the book $10. So the cost doesn't determine value. And you can really see values on something like GPA, even with signatures. And you're seeing 9.0 books, 9.2 books, sometimes sell for $5, $6 on the lower end filler books. So anyways, I just see some people trying to do a big auction, sell off all their 9.0s, 9.2s. They got into it when everything was hot. Now they're trying to cash out and at least get their money back for all that plastic, and they're going to be disappointed, I think. This is also a reason why I only buy 9.8s now. I think if you look at how much a book's going to go up in value on a 9.8 versus a 9.6, what you might find is that a 9.8 might cost you, $80, whereas a 9.6 might cost $40, $50, $60. And the appreciation, though, on a 9.8, I believe I've seen goes up at a higher rate, maybe let's say 5-6%, versus a 9.6 might only go up 3% or 4%. And then once you get into bigger books, bigger keys, that difference might be a lot greater. You know, a 9.6 might appreciate at a 10% rate versus a 25% rate for a 9.8. So a couple things in this video. It's just interesting that some of these filler books, you're not going to get the CGC cost. It's almost like, just bite the bullet and keep it. If you can sell it for that, great. But that's one issue. The video I was hoping to do, cost does not determine value. So just because it costs you $30 to put the CGC case on doesn't mean that's the value of the book. And then the last thing I was talking about, I already forgot. So anyways, have fun, guys. Happy hunting.